soy Anolan, la especialista de lujo, y los invito a que descubran a Wellington. Nos vemos aquí en LUXE World. Hola amigos, me echaron de menos. Soy Anolan, la especialista de lujo, y esto es LUXE World. Y hoy les traigo un bello programa desde Wellington, Florida, la capital de los caballos. Aquí tenemos a Melissa. Hola Melissa, saluda a LUXE World. Bueno, relájense, pónganse cómodos que ya comienza LUXE World. Hola, soy Anolan, la especialista de lujo, y estamos en Wellington. Hola, soy Anolan, la especialista de lujo, y los invito a que descubran a Wellington. Yo soy Anolan y esto es LUXE World, y estamos en el Winter Equestrian Festival con Mark Bellissimo. Describe to everyone, what is Wellington?
Well, Wellington, I think, is probably one of the more unique communities in the world. It is the only one I know of that is a dedicated equestrian district within a town. So Wellington is about 30,000 acres. 8,000 acres have been dedicated to an equestrian overlay district, which essentially mandates that all the activity in this area be focused on equestrian sport, which includes hunter, jumping, dressage.
All the different classes.
All kinds of different disciplines. And there are many farms and horse shows within that environment, and it's a very unique environment in many ways.
Well, that's why we're here, because in LUXE World we showcase the best of the best, and I've traveled to a lot of places, and I've never seen anything like this. I mean, I've been to Argentina, places in Latin America, but this is like, there's no place in the world like Wellington, and with what you're doing here.
Yeah, it's really amazing. The Winter Equestrian Festival, which is the winter season for Wellington.
I have a jacket.
Yes.
I'm ready for the Winter Equestrian Festival. Yes. And you don't have to own a horse to come.
No, I think the unifying theme that we've tried to encourage is really the love of the horse. And what we've been able to assemble is that each winter, 5,000 families from 33 countries and 49 states all sort of converge on Wellington. And we end up having about 5,000 horses that compete during the circuit, 2,800 riders, 800 trainers.
And this takes place in what time period?
From middle of January to the beginning of April, so it's 12 weeks. And
it's starting now?
I guess, yes. It's starting very shortly, and we're excited about it. And what we have is a great roundup this year. We have essentially 12 classes. We're giving away $6 million in prize money, and we have 70 different divisions from 2-year-olds in cross rails all the way to Olympic caliber athletes. And we've housed in the 2008 Olympics, we had the gold medal team, the bronze team, and then
congratulations.
So we've got some great athletes here. But again, what is very interesting for us is that this place has really assembled people who love the horse, and we've got many families from Latin America and South America that are converging on Wellington. I think I just heard a recent statistic that there are 14 Venezuelan families that have moved here in the last couple of years, and I think there continues to be a movement for people to call this their winter home for equestrian sport. Yeah,
and it's like a hidden secret, because you come here and you feel like you're in a different country.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting in that when you come here, I mean, it's the largest horse show in the world. It's the longest running in the world.
Did you hear that? The largest horse show in the world.
By a factor of 3. I mean, in any given week, there'll be 3,000 horses competing within 12 competition arenas.
And it all happens right here.
It all happens right here. This is the hub of the universe. And so surrounding here, you have amazing farms. There's probably 500 farms that converge on this property, that surround this property. And
I've been to 3, so
yeah, you got 497
yes.
left. So you might want to spend.
Well, I'll be visiting all of them every week. You can find out what's going on in Wellington. Just stay tuned. We'll be here. I mean, I'm not going away. At least as long as I can stay, I'll be here.
Well, that's great. Well, we really are excited about your involvement, and hopeful that is an ongoing relationship and more exposure to what I think is the most unique equestrian facility in the world.
Yes, and also tell our viewers that you also have a lot of entertainment here, like fine dining, things for the children.
Yes, I mean we have a program or a campaign called Saturday Night Lights. So in each of those 12 weeks, we've got night classes that run from 6 in the afternoon or evening through 10 o'clock-ish. And what we do is we have world-class show jumping, as well as a number of on-site facilities like Tiki Hut and a dinner club and a whole host of other entertainment options. We've got face painters and jugglers and pony rides for the kids.
You have everything.
Yeah, we try to have it. We bring in the Sunset Festival from Key West, where we have 5 street performers, jugglers, fire acts, and things. And there's all kinds of different activities. So for people who love the horse, there's great entertainment, and there's also a spectacle of I think some of the greatest riders and the greatest horses in the world. And
what's the vision for the Winter Equestrian Festival 5 years from now?
I think that what we're promoting is that Wellington is you want to be the sort of equestrian lifestyle destination in the world, so that people who have an interest in just learning how to ride or watching or owning horses or whatever will converge on Wellington in the winter, and this will be the sort of the winter home in the world for folks that enjoy this lifestyle and enjoy the great weather that we experience during the winter months.
I was just going to say that, the weather, because people are freezing up in the Northeast.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, they're freezing in a lot of places, not just the Northeast. So we've actually been able to attract 49 states, like I said, in 33 countries, and again, you won't see a greater concentration of equestrian show horses anywhere in the world than here. And for people who just want to walk around, to see 3,000 horses on a given day competing is just, you won't see that anywhere. And it's just
well, I'll be here.
Animals. It's great. Well, I'm sure it'd be tough to get around to all of the things that go on here, but I'm sure you'll enjoy what you do see.
Just stay tuned every week, because we're going to give you a sneak peek of what's going on. And then the people that are coming from different parts of the world, where are they coming mostly? Is there one country that there's a high concentration?
It's really mixed. I mean, again, there's a fairly consistent distribution from a country perspective. I mean, there's representatives from a large number of countries. I think that there's a very large Mexican population, very large Venezuelan population, as I said, Argentina, Brazil, and then there's Colombia, and there's also again, going to North America, there's a large number of Canadians, and probably the highest concentration. Although it's my understanding this year from Mexico we'll have over 75 horses and riders that will be coming versus 25 last year. So we're getting great growth, because I think people are realizing that the caliber of competition here is great, because you can take beginning riders all the way up to Olympic athletes. And
where did the horses come from? I've heard a lot from Denmark.
Yeah, I mean, the European influence is very large, although increasingly I know the South American breeding operations are expanding their focus on Wellington, and I think over time you'll see that there'll be a pretty even distribution between Europe and South America in terms of the horse breeding operations.
Well, I love horses. Every time I travel to different destinations, my first thing I say is, where are the horses and where's the beach? Because that's where I'm filming. Right. And so I don't have to ask that question in Wellington. And then how many horses are here at any one given time?
I think in Wellington, because there's also international polo, which is one of the largest polo operations in the world. Between the two, it's my understanding that there are anywhere from 13 to 14,000 horses in a very small set of square mile. I mean, it's like 4 or 5 square miles. So I think it's I don't think there's any place in the world that has more sport horses and polo horses in one place.
So if you love horses, if you've wondered about Wellington, we invite you to discover Wellington and come to the Winter Equestrian Festival. There's something for everyone. This is Lux World. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
And every week I'll be here, so stay tuned.
This is Mark Bellissimo from the Palm Beach International Equestrian Center, home of the Winter Equestrian Festival. You're watching Lux World with Anolan.
Si desea más información sobre este bello programa de hoy, visite nuestra página de internet luxworldtv.com. Me puede escribir personalmente a mi correo electrónico anolan@luxworldtv. En LuxeWorld tenemos todos los recursos. Bueno, seguimos en el Palm Beach International Equestrian Center, aquí en LUXE World, donde le mostramos lo mejor de lo mejor. Y ahora es tiempo de irnos para Punta del Este. Yo solamente cuento con Marina Cook Travel para mis vacaciones en Punta del Este. Acompáñenme, esto es LUXE World. Punta del Este es el Saint-Tropez de Uruguay. Punta del Este es la playa más sofisticada y famosa no solo de Uruguay, sino de América del Sur. Vacaciones de lujo en Punta del Este. Cuente con Marina Cook Travel. Punta del Este es LUXE World. Ich heiße Anolan. Das ist LUXE World. Desde el Winter Equestrian Festival en Wellington, Florida, ahora es tiempo de irnos a conocer un hotel boutique en las playas de Palm Beach, Mp4 Ocean Resort. Acompáñenme, esto es LUXE World. Los invito a que descubran Mp4 Ocean Resort, el único hotel boutique en las playas de Palm Beach y uno de mis favoritos. Mp4 quiere decir regalo espiritual. Los invito a que descubran Mp4 Ocean Resort. Esto es LUXE World. Este paraíso de 134 habitaciones frente al mar es elegante y moderno. Cuenta con 2 restaurantes de la chef internacional Michelle Bernstein y también el famoso Excel Spa. Mp4 Ocean Resort es ganador del premio de Condé Nast Travelers Reader's Choice Award del 2010. Está seleccionado entre los mejores en los Estados Unidos. Mp4 Ocean Resort es LUXE World. Desde el Winter Equestrian Festival en Wellington, Florida, ahora acompáñenme al segmento ruso del programa. Меня зовут Anolan. Это LUXE World. Moscú se ha convertido en la capital de los billonarios. Moscú tiene 74 billonarios y con esta cifra supera ciudades como Nueva York y Londres. En cada programa usted tiene una invitación para conocer a Moscú, San Petersburgo y otras ciudades rusas. Esto es LUXE World. Y si usted está interesado en el mercado ruso, ya se puede anunciar en la revista LUXE World with Anolan, edición rusa y inglés. Visite nuestra página de internet para más información, www.luxeworldtv.com, o me pueden escribir directamente a anolan@luxeworldtv.com. Yo soy Anolan y esto es LUXE World Palm Beach desde Wellington. Esto es LUXE World desde Palm Beach. Ahora es tiempo de irnos al segmento financiero del programa, donde tenemos los expertos Richard S. Bernstein & Associates. Preste atención, esto es LUXE World.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Arthur Bernstein with Richard Bernstein Associates, Inc., and you're watching LUXE World with Anolan.
My name's Anolan, and this is LUXE World from the beautiful Ocean Resort in Palm Beach. We have with us today Richard S. Bernstein & Associates, and we have both of them. What an honor. We have Richard and Arthur. Welcome to LUXE World again.
Hi, how you doing? It's nice to be here.
What do you have for us today?
Well, today I think everybody should be very cognizant of what's happening in the healthcare situation in this country.
But their entire national healthcare law is unconstitutional.
If you watched the president the other night, if you see what Congress is doing,
Exceeded its authority by forcing Americans to buy health insurance.
it's really important that you really understand what are your rights under the healthcare issues. Am I better for that bill to be repealed?
It was very complex, but it was also very simple.
Or am I better to have that bill and have private enterprise instead of the government taking care of me?
The federal government cannot trample on our rights.
Know your rights.
Yes, and stay tuned every week in our financial segment where we have Richard S. Bernstein & Associates just showing us everything we need because this is Lux World and it is the best of the best. And Arthur, what do you have for us today? Our superhero, Arthur.
The more life insurance you buy, the more safer it is for your family. We are superheroes because we want to save you. How do we save you? We save you from the IRS. They're going to take half your assets, and we want to protect those assets. We want to save that money by you buying a whole life policy where you could protect your assets and you could borrow from that policy. It's your cash. All you're doing is repositioning cash. Here at Richard S. Bernstein, we care about you and your family.
And the key to what Arthur says is you're going to have to pay the tax anyway. You must pay the tax. So the question is, why should you use your money when you worked very hard to get it, when you could use the insurance company's money at a lot less cost, at 2 cents or 3 cents on the dollar? I'd rather use their money to pay the tax and make sure that my family got all the assets that I created. Like I can make sure Arthur gets his, and his sisters, and his mother, and the stepmother gets what he's supposed to get. That's the important thing in life.
Stay tuned every week. I invite you to discover Richard S. Bernstein and Associates. It doesn't get any better. This is Lux World. Soy Anolan, la especialista del lujo, y si desea más información sobre este bello programa de hoy, visite nuestra página de internet luxworldtv.com o me puede escribir personalmente a mi correo electrónico anolan@luxworldtv. Esto es Lux World, donde tenemos todos los recursos. En Lux World demostramos lo mejor de lo mejor y desde Wellington ahora nos vamos a ver unos yates mega exclusivos. Acompáñenme. Esto es Lux World. Visite showmanagement.com para los shows de yate más grandes del mundo entero. Palm Beach International Boat Show, marzo 24 al 27. Esto es Lux World. Esto es Lux World. Estamos en Trinity Yachts con Felix Abates. Hola Felix, ¿cómo estás?
Pues muy bien, aquí trabajando duro en el International Boat Show aquí de Fort Lauderdale.
Sí, desde Fort Lauderdale, el show más grande de yate en el mundo entero. Y ayer tuvimos el gusto de estar en mis sueños y me encantó.
Bueno, ese es uno de los 3 yates que tenemos aquí que fabricamos este año. Este que está atrás es de 164 pies y este otro que está allá es de 148 pies. Así que tenemos 3 yates nuevos aquí. Ninguna compañía de yates nunca tenemos 3 yates nuevos en este show.
Esto es un fenómeno que Trinity tenga 3 yates nuevos.
Bueno, hacemos todos los años. Todos
los años son los innovadores.
Todos los años tenemos 3, al año pasado tuvimos 4. Así que pero este show es muy bueno para nosotros porque vienen muchas personas del país entero. Nosotros vendimos un yate ahora a una persona de Rusia ayer. Así que para nosotros...
Niños de voz, Anolan. Esto es Lux World.
Sí, no, el show es muy bueno para nosotros.
Bueno, me encantó mi sueño. He visto muchos yates, pero es uno de mis favoritos. Esto es Lux World. Marhaba, Esmi Anolan, Wellington, Palm Beach. My name's Anolan and this is Lux World and we're in Wellington and today we have with us Victor Segovia, one of the top competitive trainers. Welcome to Lux World, Victor.
Thank you. How you doing?
Fabulous. Well, I'm here in Wellington. It just doesn't get any better. Between Worth Avenue and Wellington, I died and arrived in heaven.
Yep, it doesn't get any better than that. Well, I'm here. Thank you for coming and having me over, first of all. And I run Wonderland Farm out of this property right here, the farm. And I have people that I train, horses that I train. I actually do some sales as well. And I compete myself. And all the people I train, I have them competing here in WEF, the Winter Equestrian Festival.
Yes, I've got my jacket, Winter Equestrian Festival. And then it's all about to get started. And I'm here to learn all about it because I'm new to Wellington. So what do we need to know? What do we need to do? What are the secrets? What's going on?
Well, the biggest show, they start around January 15th and they go all the way down till April. And every single week we compete from Wednesday to Sundays. and we have the Grand Prix. We have a Grand Prix on every Thursday.
So Thursday's the big Grand Prix?
No, the biggest Grand Prix I would say is Saturday nights. And then on Sunday there's another Grand Prix, but Saturday nights are the biggest class.
So from Wednesday to Sunday, it's happening here at Wellington?
Yeah, every single week till April. Well, then after April we have smaller shows, but they're still going on off and on.
And you train, you sell.
Yeah, I train, I sell, I compete myself in the Grand Prix as well.
So you've been busy.
Yeah, very busy.
You've been beyond busy.
Yep. Let's say I competed last week, the week before, and just prepare myself and preparing the people around me to go ahead and start competing in January.
And I heard you're from Venezuela.
Yep, I sure am. I grew up here in Wellington, but I am from Venezuela.
Oh, so you grew up here. You're lucky enough to be here already.
Yeah, very, very lucky.
Okay, and then we're going to be seeing you at all the shows at the Winter Equestrian Festival because you're going to be competing.
Yep, I'm going to be competing. You will see me there and trying to do my best with my horses and the people that I train as well.
We're now going to go meet Romeo, one of the top horses. That's his lucky horse for the Winter Equestrian Festival. This is LUXE World from Wellington. Are you ready for your riding lessons? All you need to do is contact LUXE World or Wonderland Farms here with Victor Segovia. And now we're going to go meet Romeo. I'm ready for my riding lessons.
Okay, whenever.
I've been ready. Ahora vamos a conocer el caballo de Victor Segovia, Romeo. Hola, Romeo. Saluda LUXE World. Esto es LUXE World Palm Beach, desde Wellington. Estamos con Romeo. Estamos listos para el Winter Equestrian Festival. Esto es LUXE World y si le gusta mi ropa de hoy, usted también la puede tener. Es del Winter Equestrian Festival. Seguimos en el Winter Equestrian Festival y ahora es tiempo de irnos para Miami Beach, donde van a conocer unas propiedades exclusivas en Star Island. Acompáñenme, esto es LUXE World. Los invito a que descubran a Star Island, la isla de las estrellas, por todas las celebridades que viven aquí. Gloria, Emilio Estefan, P. Diddy, Rosie O'Donnell y muchos más. Esta bella mansión puede ser suya gracias a LUXE World. Con un espacio interior de 10.598 pies cuadrados, esta mansión es una joya de sofisticación. Localizada sobre un acre de terreno, esta propiedad tiene 10 dormitorios espaciosos, 9 baños completos y 3 medios baños, incluyendo una independiente casa de huéspedes con 3 dormitorios y 2 baños. No deje pasar esta oportunidad de brillar como una estrella en Star Island, la isla de los famosos. No se pierda esta oportunidad. Si desea más información sobre esta propiedad, visite nuestra página de internet www.luxeworldtv.com. Estamos disfrutando en el Winter Equestrian Festival en Wellington, Florida. Y ahora es tiempo de irnos al segmento de belleza de LUXE World. Acompáñenme, esto es LUXE World. Y ahora nos vamos al segmento de belleza de LUXE World, donde he encontrado un santuario de belleza aquí en 150 Worth Avenue, donde van todos los ricos y famosos para lucir bellos y hermosos. Salon W and Spa Essentials. Vamos a verlo, esto es LUXE World. Salon W and Spa Essentials es el único salón de belleza localizado en Worth Avenue, con estilistas internacionales reconocidos por Vogue, Town & Country y Allure. Ofrecen todos los servicios para lucir como una estrella de Hollywood. Yo solamente cuento con Salon W and Spa Essentials. Esto es LUXE World.
Soy Faith Hector, la dueña de Salon W y Spa Essentials en Palm Beach, Florida, y los invitamos.
Dile, hola, esto es LUXE World desde Wellington. Los esperamos aquí en Wellington. Esto es LUXE World. Bueno, amigos, eso es todo por hoy. Espero que hayan disfrutado este bello programa aquí en Wellington. Los esperamos la próxima semana. Los quiero mucho. Adiós. Au revoir, das vidania. Nos vemos aquí en Lux World.